I came up and invented the concept of being able to sleep on air cells, which allows you to make your mattress or bed firmer or softer by just pumping more air in or taking air out. This allows you not just to control that firmness of your mattress, but we also allow you to control the temperature, so you can sleep cool in the summer and warm in the winter. We have built-in vibro massage, which interacts with anything you have on your smartphones, any movie or any music files, and you control everything with an app.
So where did the idea for that actually come from? Is there a story behind that?
Yes, I bought a really expensive bed many years ago, and the first 3 years it was really comfortable. I enjoyed it, but then all of a sudden it started to hurt at the lower part of my back, and I realized that was more or less where the heaviest part was. It just got compressed with use, and I couldn't do anything about it. But I spent so much money, I wanted to get some value back, and I had to put up with it, and it caused a lot of pain. And I thought, this is just a poor design, and I have one of those brains that likes to find solutions to problems, and I started thinking about it, and eventually we came across air suspension, and I found a way of doing it using the ball suspension system, because it's just a natural shape that always wants to recover, and that allows it to have a spring-like mechanism, and we stacked it up and we created what we call an air spring system, and that's how it worked.
Cool. So how does that relate to posture and things?
Well, for example, we can monitor along the bed every single zone that you sleep on, and there's an algorithm on a computer that actually runs through, and so wherever you have a stress point where there's more weight or less weight, it changes so you're at almost zero resistance, so you feel very comfortable and very light. We've got IP on it to protect it, and everything you sleep on or even sit on, we're covered by it. So on a chair, for example, if you have poor posture, it knows where you are and where you should be, so it'll buzz your phone and say sit up or push back in, because it will show you you're causing stress on that part of the body. So all sorts of intelligent things we can have, because we put a CPU into a bed that normally has no control at all.
Of course. So what sort of people, is it just everyday normal people that are using it, or business people who are spending a lot of time sitting at their desk, or people who actually have bad back problems?
Well, to be honest, I designed it that I'm a consumer. I came in as a consumer. I want anyone who really has got a job to be able to afford a great bed that does what they want. Normal beds are just static. You can't do anything with them. You spend a lot of money and then they go into landfill. Ours is 100% recyclable, guaranteed for 20 years, and you can control so many aspects. And with the expansion of smartphones, we decided to link in through the apps. So with your app, you can take it to a Balluga chair or a Balluga bed in a hotel or anywhere, press your presets, and it's like the chair you have at home, which is a great novelty. And to be able to have all your files and stuff to play or interact with it, it interacts with Game Boy, it interacts with Xbox, PlayStation, and so all the vibro massage you'd have with those movements or crashing or shooting, you can feel them. So it's great for entertainment as well.
Cool. Talk us a bit more about that Wi-Fi element of it, and what exactly that can be used.
Well, for example, we're running it at the moment with the Wi-Fi, so you can use an app, but it's also Bluetooth interactive as well. So at the moment there are a lot of sleep apps, which you'll get monitoring details, but there's nothing you can do. With ours, you can take that data and you can preset what happens if your temperature rises, and if you think you're having a nightmare, it literally can wake you up or it can cool you down. So every detail you have on your app, you can actually do something with it for once, and that's a huge change, I think, and that's really important. And we can work on any platform, and we can even work with a Kindle. For a Kindle, for example, you just plug it in, and we have on our model a Pico projector, one of our top models, and that projects that onto a ceiling or a wall, and you can read it without having to hold it anymore, and using just gestures you can change pages, and if you fall asleep, which you should because you're in a sleep position, it just shuts off automatically and everything is charging.
So obviously having a mobile app, I'm assuming that you can harvest quite a lot of data from the people that are using your bed. So can you monitor your sleep patterns and use it for health? We're seeing a lot with biometrics and a real trend towards that.
We can actually pick up your heartbeat through our suspension. It's so sensitive, through the air we know which particular segment of the wave pattern of your sound is your heartbeat, for example. We can get reasonably accurate of where you're going with your heartbeat through that, so you have that data. And we can link on for medical use in different ways. For example, because it's Wi-Fi connected, if we go through mains Ethernet, if you have a condition and you have a chiropractor who's had our bed, they can see how you're sleeping, they can change the settings to suit what you need, and so you don't have to go to visit them anymore. They can change the profile of your bed remotely and you have that access, but they can get that data back without you having to go to a clinic or sleep somewhere else. So it's very cost effective, and it's one product that takes you to do whatever you need throughout your lifetime.